With more financial transactions moving online, risks such as online identity and financial fraud are on the rise. Norton helps insurers to protect their customers' devices, their data, their family, online privacy and their digital identity. Norton has developed the Cyber Safety Partnership, which adds value to the relationship with the customer while reducing risk in both consumer and business insurance policies. And if a customer's identity is compromised, Norton's identity restoration specialists are available to help reduce the risk and impact of cybercrime. Please welcome Norton.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Roger Hockaday. I'm the head of partner marketing for a company you've never heard of. I can promise you that, because, yeah, the Norton name is up there, but the company I work for isn't Norton. About 6-7 years ago, Norton, probably the best-known cyber safety, cyber security brand on the market, bought a company called LifeLock. Now, LifeLock is one of the main identity theft protection companies in the US, and it formed a company cleverly called Norton LifeLock. Over the next couple of years, the company went on to acquire a number of cybersecurity companies. Now, if you're German in the audience, you'll probably be familiar with one of those. I actually used to work for them, a company called Avira, German cybersecurity company. And then 2 years ago, bought a company called Avast and AVG. So it's two or three European companies there. And those companies formed a company called Gen Digital. And that's actually who I work for. Norton is one of our brands, and it's the brand that we take to market through operators, telcos, the insurance industry, banks, but also through retailers in the marketplace as well. So you'll actually see us in supermarkets. You'll find us on Amazon as well. Now, what we do is we focus on protecting consumers. We actually also protect very small businesses as well. But we protect them we give them cybersecurity products, identity theft products, privacy products to help protect them against cybercrime. And cybercrime is something that all of us in this room are on the sharp end of almost every day. Almost every day, you'll get an SMS message asking you to go to a website, to enter your credit card details, to confirm your Netflix account. Oh, by the way, if you don't do it now, you're going to be cut off from the world and you'll never see Netflix again. Okay, the imperative is there, a socially engineered attack to get you to enter your credit card details in, or you get an email saying there's a great deal for North Face clothing on this particular website, and you think, I've always wanted that particular gilet, I must buy it. So you go to the website, you enter your credit card details, and yeah, guess what? Yeah, it wasn't such a good deal after all. The product never arrives. In fact, half the people in this room in the last year will have lost, on average, 3,000 euros to credit card fraud caused by cybercrime. Now, you're thinking, hang on, I've still got that 3,000 euros in my pocket. Yeah, you have, because you're a consumer, but that 3,000 euros on average has been paid back to you by your credit card company, by your bank, or if you're very clever and you're offering cyber insurance, perhaps your cyber insurance policy as well. But at the end of the day, it's the insurance industry that actually pays for all of these losses. Now, I could talk for a couple of hours actually on the subject of ransomware, which is the single biggest cost to the cyber insurance industry for businesses. And you think about small businesses, well, they don't have any help for cybersecurity. They're particularly prone to ransomware as well. And ransomware costs what? About the average claim is something of $330,000 a year. That's a big cost to the insurance industry. But our focus really is on consumers. And here's an interesting thing. 4 out of 5 of your customers, your consumers, want you, the insurance industry, to help them reduce insured risk. Now, they don't know that they're asking you to reduce insured risk. What they're saying is, actually, if you're going to provide us with cyber insurance, if you're going to help me protect my home, my car, my pets, my digital life, then I'd like you to provide me with something to stop me being hacked, to help keep my identity private so I don't lose my credit card, so my passport number isn't out there on the dark web being sold by hackers. I want you to help me protect you. So you've got this thing. You've got a situation where it's costing you a lot of money, but your customers are saying, help protect me. But that's complicated, isn't it? After all, it's cybersecurity, and only clever people do cybersecurity. Well, obviously, I do cybersecurity, so it's really not that clever. So over the next few minutes, what I'd just like to demonstrate to you is how it can look in this demonstration of our software and how you can protect people. So this particular screen here is what you would typically see if you've got a Norton cybersecurity product. Actually, we can white label it as well. Large parts of this can either be powered by name of company. So for example, in the United Kingdom where I am, my mobile phone provider, EE is Norton Cybersecurity. Oh, sorry, it's EE Cybersecurity powered by Norton. We can also rebrand it to be the insurance company as well. On the screen here, you will see device security. Well, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? It's antivirus. It stops ransomware getting onto the PC or the Mac. It stops bad apps getting onto your Google phone and stealing your data from there. It helps to protect the customer, whether a business or a consumer, from going to a shopping website that is fake, because it'll say, this is a bad site. You really want to go here? Okay? Those are the sort of things that pretty much any antivirus should do. Of course, there should be a password manager there as well, because the last thing you want to be doing is using a simple password. One of the biggest problems is when companies have their databases breached and people steal their username, password IDs, credit card numbers. Well, guess what? The same password is used time and time again to go into other accounts. So the hacker now has access to the rest of your accounts as well. So having a password manager for your customers is really good. The fun thing in this, the interesting thing, I hope, is the identity theft protection, which is something that we in Europe don't worry about too much, but is one of the biggest challenges that consumers have, is that their identity is being sold out on the dark web. So you can enable your customers to monitor their passwords, their email addresses, their driving licenses, their passport numbers, their blood group, and information like this, and get alerted if that information is found out there on the dark web. One of the biggest sources of financial fraud is enabled by social media. So we allow people to monitor their social media accounts for people trying to hack into it, or inappropriate posts that might take place there. There's credit monitoring as well. So if an account is set up in your name, people get alerted to it. And there's also alerts for financial monitoring if it comes up. In a second, you'll see some alerts. Oh, we've got some new alerts on there as well. Clearly, I pay my wife a lot of money. She does get an allowance of £500, but she also has access to all my credit cards as well. So these are the sort of products that you can offer to your customers that will help you move a reactive cyber insurance policy to a proactive cyber protection. You'll find us on the Norton stand. It's big, it's bright, it's yellow. Would love to speak to you there after the event. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.